The kindness of Amina and the lost goat. Once upon a time, in a small village in Africa, there lived a kind young woman named Amina. She was known throughout the village for her gentle heart and helpful nature. Amina lived in a mud house on the edge of the village, surrounded by tall trees and fields of maize. She had a small farm where she grew vegetables and kept a few animals, including goats, chickens, and a cow. Every morning, she would wake up early, tend to her animals, and make sure they were well fed before starting her daily chores. One bright and sunny morning, Amina was walking to the village well to fetch water for her garden when she noticed an old man sitting under a tree at the edge of the road. His clothes were old and torn, and he looked tired and sad. The old man's face showed signs of worry, and he was muttering to himself. Amina stopped and approached the old man with a smile. "Good morning, sir," she said. "Are you okay? You look troubled." The old man looked up at Amina and sighed deeply. "Oh, my dear, I am very troubled indeed. I had a goat, a very special goat, that I've raised for many years. It has wandered off, and now I can't find it anywhere. I am too old to search the village by myself." Amina felt sympathy for the old man. She had always been taught that when someone is in need, it's important to help. "Don't worry, sir," she said with a kind smile. "I will help you find your goat." The old man's eyes brightened, and he stood up slowly. "Thank you, my child. You are very kind. May God bless you for your good heart." Together, Amina and the old man walked through the village, asking neighbors if they had seen the goat. As they passed each home, Amina would stop to greet the people, ask how they were doing, and tell them about the lost goat. The villagers admired Amina's kindness and offered to help. Some promised to keep a lookout for the goat, while others joined the search, walking with Amina and the old man to the nearby fields and hills. As they walked, Amina noticed that people in the village were all coming together to help. The young and the old, the strong and the weak, all worked together, showing that kindness is not only about helping one person, but about bringing the whole community together. Amina felt proud to be part of such a caring village. After several hours of searching, Amina and the old man reached a large forest just outside the village. The trees were thick, and the air was cool. They walked deeper into the forest, calling out for the goat. Just as they were about to give up, they heard a faint bleating sound from behind a bush. "Aha! There it is!" Amina exclaimed, and she quickly rushed over to the bush. To her relief, she found the goat stuck in some thorny vines, struggling to get free. Amina carefully and gently pulled the thorns away, being careful not to hurt the goat. After a few moments, the goat was free. The old man's face lit up with joy and gratitude. "You have done it, Amina. You have found my goat," he said, his voice shaking with emotion. "I cannot thank you enough. You are truly a blessing to me and this village." Amina smiled and patted the goat gently. "It was nothing, sir. I am happy to help. We are all neighbors, and it's important that we care for each other. You've always helped others in this village, so I'm happy to return the favor." The old man's eyes filled with tears as he looked at Amina. "You remind me of the true meaning of love and kindness," he said softly. "In my many years, I have learned that the greatest treasure is not gold or wealth, but the love and care we show to one another. You have shown me that, Amina. Thank you." Amina helped the old man lead his goat back to his home. As they walked back to the village, the people who had helped search for the goat gathered along the road, cheering and clapping. They were all happy to see that the goat had been found and that the old man was safe. The next day, the villagers gathered together to celebrate. They had a feast with food, music, and dancing. Everyone came together to thank Amina for her kindness and to remember the importance of helping one another. The old man, too, joined in the celebration, smiling with his goat by his side. He stood up and said a few words to the villagers. "Today, I want to thank you all," the old man said. "Amina taught me something important, that in this life, kindness, love, and good neighborliness are the things that truly make us rich. We must always help each other, no matter how small the act may seem. When we care for one another, we create a strong, loving community. From that day on, the village became even more united. People helped each other more than ever, and kindness spread from house to house. Amina's example of love, compassion, and good neighborliness became a lesson that the whole village remembered and practiced every day. Let us also learn from Amina. Thank you.